Welcome to our channel, Always Keep Moving. We are Anna and Kelvin. 10 months ago we quit our jobs in Sweden and we have been doing an around the world trip. The first part of our trip took us through Latin America. From there we did a trip through Southern Africa, then the Middle East, then into Southeast Asia. After Southeast Asia we went to Taiwan, which is a place where I used to live many years ago. It was great to see old friends and show Anna some of the great sights in this place. From there, the last leg of our journey is beginning. We are trekking in Nepal, then we're going to India, then to the UK, before heading back to Sweden.
Don't forget to watch our previous videos coming from 4 different continents and over 20 different countries. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay, this was the village or camp that we came to yesterday. Didn't do any video then because I was so cold. It's the next to last village before we reach the base camp today. So this one is called the MBC and it's just surrounded by mountains. It's about 6:30 in the morning right now and it's freezing. It has been so cold here. I have 5 layers of shirts on, 4 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of pants, gloves, hat. And we're still so cold. This is our room.
Absolutely. It's like it is like sleeping in a fridge.
Yeah, this is where we slept. We have 2 blankets on top of all the clothes we wore, and we were still a little bit cold. So I think it's definitely been minus degrees, and last night it was snowing quite a lot. So it's yeah, we're gonna have some breakfast now, and then hopefully we will reach Annapurna Base Camp today. The only thing we're a little bit worried about is that we only have sneakers. And we're going to have to tread through snow now. And we don't know how easy that will be with our shoes. So we'll keep you updated throughout the day.
We just set off from our huts, as you can see there behind Anna. And now we're surrounded by snow peaks.
Yeah.
Everything as snowy as you can get. A little bit of melting ice down there. But we're heading that way. The last of civilization before we get to the base camp. So the houses down at the bottom, that's where we came from. It doesn't look so far, but it's tough work walking on this slippy snow with just our trainers on. We're still heading all the way over there. We have just stopped to grab our breath and we just looked up and enjoying the sights. Look what we're surrounded by. Oh, and that's where we're heading in the distance.
Okay, we are almost there. If I zoom in here, that's ABC, Annapurna Base Camp. It's within reach now. I'm hoping we'll reach it within maybe just 15-20 minutes. And oh my God, look at the surroundings here. It's a beautiful day today. Clear blue sky, not a cloud in the sky. Sunny. Ah, I have never seen anything this magnificent in my whole life, I don't think. The air is very thin here, so it's definitely a little bit of a struggle to trek this last bit. But we're almost there. Oh my God.
Okay, we've almost made it. The sign is in sight, 30-40 meters away. Whoa, I gotta say, I mean, if I'm honest, it was this last bit was semi-flat. So the last hour's not been too difficult, but the first hour was a bit of a challenge because it's so loose and slippy underfoot, as well as the climb. Hey, and now there's one last few steps, and then we can sit, have a drink, and take it all in.
We have made it to the top. I can't believe it. Kelvin has already been here 15 minutes before me. He powered through a little bit quicker than I did. I had to take it a little bit slow at the end. But here's a sign. Namaste. Annapurna Base Camp. ABC, 4,130 meters. Hey! Wow! Oi, oi, oi. That's for the people who cheat and don't trek up here. Take a helicopter up here and do it the fast way. Whee! It looks like maybe these people here are going on it. Yeah, I think so. Okay, there you go. I just cannot be bothered walking down for another 5-6 days. A little bit understandable. It has definitely been challenging walking up here. But now when you're up here on the top, so worth it! Here comes another one. Oi!
Now I'll say a little disclaimer. Okay, people taking helicopters up. If you're elderly or infirm, or you've been told you've just got a couple of months to live and you've got a bucket list thing of coming here that you want to do and you want to do it. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It's absolutely beautiful up here. What an experience just flying over and doing it. But I have to admit, if you're younger than me, healthy and whatever, and you just want to come here and get an Instagram picture, that's, in my book, that's being lazy. Yeah, I've got no respect for you. If Anna and I in our 40s and 50s can trek up here without sticks and a dirty old pair of trainers, I definitely think you can do it the hard way as well. So, if you are in that category, shame on you. No, you should have done it the hard way like everyone else. So, after taking our pictures at the sign, we're doing the final few meters up. I'm going to grab some lunch. Anna's done great. I'm really proud of her.
We are up on the top, up at the village at Annapurna Base Camp. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. What a feeling after 5 days of hardcore trekking. We finally made it here. And now we probably have probably about the same amount of days. 5 days going down. There are definitely going to be a few tricky patches also on the way down, but I think it will be a lot easier going down than going up.
A big snowfall last night. The man over there is burnt out. The huts are almost snowed in, so apparently the snow, they didn't have much snow, which is really bad for the overall ecosystem here up on the mountain, but they've not had any up until January, but they got a late burst of snow, so the winter came late, so it sort of saved them. I don't know the exact small details, but that's what everyone's been saying. So if there's no snow to melt down, they end up having water shortages later in the year and things like that. So yeah, no, it's good to see that they've got it. But if I'm honest, I hope we don't get any tonight, so we can actually start making it home before we get snowed in. At the top, this little lodge we're going to grab some lunch at. It's called Hotel Paradise Garden Restaurant. It's became recommended to us. There's 2 or 3 to choose from, but just look at what we're surrounded by. Wow, 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 wow.
Okay, we have just come up to one of the little lodges here, restaurants, and sat down for a little pick us up. We need some energy.
Well-needed energy top up.
Yeah, so Kelvin ordered the same as I did for breakfast this morning, actually. Some muesli with hot milk and a coffee. And I am going to try for the first time a chapati with cheese and a hot lemon. Yeah, so just a little energy refillment before we start heading down to MBC again. Okay, see you. We met a little friend. Hey. Hello, little friend.
Hey.
Yeah.
There's a good boy. There's a good boy.
Yes.
You're a nice looking dog, you. You're a handsome little dog.
Yeah.
Aren't you? I've seen this plant various times along the way.
Yeah, me too.
And I don't know, it's strange. I've never seen one before. It's like a combination between like a little cactus and a nettle.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird. If anyone out there knows what it is, please let us know in the comments. We finally made it back, but we are almost snowed in. Oh my god, all the windows are covered. It's virtually up to the ceiling. Alright, up to the roof. And as you can see, clouds are in now and visibility has gone right down. So first priority, wet shoes off, wet socks off, dry our feet, warm drink and guzzle a load of water.
Hopefully get a room.
Well, yeah, oh shit, if they haven't got a room then it's plan B. Okay, we hope so. We finally made it. We're taking our shoes off. There's snow on them, mud, oh shit, on my pants and everything. Just the last few 100 metres down, it was super slippery.
No.
And I went over a couple of times. So here goes, it feels so nice to take these wet, horrible things off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like, Anna's trainers, they're about 5 years old. They had holes in. She was going to dump them at Christmas. And I said, well, just keep them for Nepal. Because whatever you wear, you're going to knacker it on your feet anyway. They're going to get knackered. I mean, these are less than a year old. I bought them, these Adidas
Here
ones.
you can see where the
wet line.
the wet line goes.
Yeah, aye.
Oh. And I have 3 pairs of socks on.
My Adidas ones are great, actually, I have to say. The problem is with these, I bought them before we left on the trip, so they're probably, I don't know, less than a year old. They've been great. They went. I wore them when we went up Akatanango, and we had to like kind of walk up on volcanic ash, and I thought they'd be gone by the end of that. But if I'm honest, they've lasted really well. They've been great. I mean, they're still okay now, but I think I am going to offload them after this trek because they're a little bit small for me, a little bit tight, but they've been great shoes. I'd definitely recommend them. I mean, you can probably argue if you're trekking up the Himalayas, real hiking shoes may be better, but my Adidas ones did me fine. Anna's Nike ones did her fine. So if budget's a problem, these can be a cheaper option. Yeah.
It's still doable. So today we have done the biggest feat of them all. We have finally made it up to ABC, Annapurna Base Camp. And after that, our plan was first to just trek down to MBC, get our bags, and then continue on trekking to Darali. But it took a little bit longer than we expected. The weather went quite bad, and many people also said that if you come to Darali quite late in the afternoon, it's a big chance that all the guest houses are fully booked, that there won't be any rooms available. So we decided to stay one more night in MBC, which we are right now. And look how miserable the weather is right now. You can't even see, like, there are majestic mountains behind that big sheet of clouds and fog. You can't see anything of it. It's raining, it's snowy. It's like a mix between rain and snow. And it is so cold and damp and wet. I mean, could the weather be any more miserable right now? Yeah, so we have really had everything on this trip. We've had the most euphoric moments, and then you have moments like these also when you just want to escape from here, when it's just so cold, you're freezing, and you don't know how you're gonna make it through the night. But I guess that's how it is trekking the Himalaya mountains here in Nepal. Just have all the emotions. Okay, we're gonna go in and order some food now, some hot food in the kitchen, which can hopefully warm us up a little bit.
Just getting ready for our dinner in a little common room. We've just had our oximeter tested. Going outside. And outside our room, you can see the masses of snow falling. Yeah. Those blankets of snow. I hope we don't get snowed in the morning.
What a feeling to finally have made it up to Annapurna Base Camp. Woohoo! We made our goal. Oh, it feels great. And even though we were hoping to bypass MBC on the way down, we are still very grateful that we got a room there. And as you can see, the weather is not great. We're just really hoping that we're not going to be snowed in and we will be able to leave early in the morning, the next morning, as planned. So keep looking for the next video and you can see how it all proceeds.